Hello, 4th and 5th graders. Mr. Vatsek here. Let's do some music. Today, our new music memory piece will be called Caro Mio Ben by T. Giordani. This is what it looks like. And here's a picture of the composer right here. I will send you a link for that, a separate link for music memory. You could listen to the record lesson and the piece on your own. Now in class I might have shown you this little focus activity. One finger, that's the pointer finger, one's thumb. And what you do is you switch them. See how I switched them? At the same time. From pointer to thumbs up at the same time. So you can see if you can try that just for fun. Try that just for fun. And to a steady beat. Beat, 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 beat. Very good. All right. Now we're going to do a little review of our keyboard and piano keyboard. Here I have a blank keyboard. And learning about the piano keyboard, I think, is a good idea for anyone, just to kind of see how it's laid out and to know it. Today I'm going to quiz you. All right? So, the basics that you have to know, of course, that there's white keys and black keys, and the black keys come in groups of 2 and 3. And the names of the white keys are all going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. F, G comes A, right? And the very first one that we learned was this one right here. What's the name of this one? Okay. If you said C, you are right, because it's 2 black keys and you're on the left-hand side. What's the name of this white key by the 3 black keys? If you said F, you are right. It's right by 3 black keys is F. Okay? If you don't know these, then you have to review them and learn them. What is the name of this white key in the middle of the 2 black keys? That's right. It's called D, because it's C, D. How about this white key in the group of 3 black keys? This one right here. If you said G, you're right. This one right here, this white key, on the right-hand side of the 2 black keys, it's called E. Very good. Now this white key, look at this one right here. It's in the group of 3 black keys. It's right here. It's called A. That's right. And let's go back to this one. What's this one called? That's right. F. By the 3 black keys on the left-hand side. How about on the right-hand side? This one right here. That one is called B. Correct. And we're back to C right here. Okay, those are the names of the white keys. If you start from C to C, you get what we call the C major scale. Because it sounds like this. C. Bum, bum, bum. Here's C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right. Now, next, we have to learn about sharps and flats. You have to know those. Sharps are written like with a hashtag. It's called a sharp. All right? Now, how do you find them? You should know them by now. If this is C, where's C sharp? C sharp is this black key. You're right. And this is D. This is called what? D sharp. That's right. Now, is there such thing as an E sharp? Yes, there is. You go to the very next key. This is called E sharp. Now, what do you call this black key? If this is F, this is called F sharp. If this is G, this is called G sharp. And this is A, and this is called A sharp. And here's B. Is there B sharp? Yes, there is. It's the next white key called B sharp. Now, the opposite of a sharp is a flat, like a little B. It means you're doing the same thing, but you're going to your left. All right. So this time I'm going to point to a black key. You tell me the name of that black key using a flat name. For instance, this black key right here, what's the name of this one using flats? You said D flat. Here's D. D flat is correct. What about this one right here? Here's E. This is called E flat. How about this black key in the group of 3s? What's the name of that one? Here's G, G flat. That's right. And this one in between? Here's A, so this must be called A flat. And this one right here, did you say B flat? That's right. Now, all these keys, the white keys or black keys, can have more than one name, right? Okay. Now, our next step, after you learn your sharps and flats, you have to understand what is a half step. In music, it's the smallest step that we can do. So on the keyboard, that would be from one key, let's say this white key, going up to the very next key is this black key. That distance from here to here is in the half step. So I might call this a C, and you might call this a C sharp. That distance is a half step. Now here's a challenge for you. Now, instead of calling this, I call this a C, and a half step away is C sharp. Instead of calling a C sharp, I want to use the next letter in the musical alphabet. So after C comes D. So what kind of D is this black key? And you'd say it's called a D flat. So if I say, what's a half step above C? You'd say the next letter, D flat. Good. What's a half step above D? And you'd say E flat. Very good. What's a half step above E? And it's right here, the next letter, F. E to F are natural half steps right next door to each other. What's a half step above F? And the answer is G flat. What's a half step above A? No, let's call this one, I'm sorry, this one's called a G. What's a half step above G? And the answer is A flat. Now here's A. What's a half step above A? B flat. And what's a half step above B? C. Right. Now, if I asked you, like, what's a half step above this black key, right? You can go like this. Now, these can be a little tricky. If I call this a C sharp, a half step above C sharp is D. But what if I call it a D flat? And I say, what's a half step above D flat? Here's D flat, and here's the half step above. I can't use D anymore because I already used D. I have to use an E, the next letter. So D flat, what kind of E could that be? You go, what do you mean? Well, let's look at E. Here's E, E flat, E double flat. And we really didn't talk about double flats. That's when you flat a note 2 times. So here's E, E flat, and then E double flat. So this tricky one, D flat, a half step above D flat is called an E double flat. That's just a little challenge thing. If you don't understand that, don't worry about it. It doesn't happen that often, but sometimes it does. All right. Now, the opposite, not the opposite, but after a half step, you have to learn what a whole step is. And a whole step is just the distance of 2 half steps. So from C, a whole step above C, you'd say, is called a D, right? And you say, why? Because from C to C sharp, half step, C sharp to D is a half step. So that means there's always a note in between a whole step. C to D, whole step. What's a whole step above D? It is called an E. That's right. Here's a tricky one. What's a whole step above E? If you say it's this one right here, that's not right. That's a half step. If you said this one right here, you are right, because E to F sharp is a whole step. Very good. What's a whole step above F? Answer, G, because we have F, F sharp, G. Whole step above G. Answer, A, because we have A, G, G sharp, A. Whole step above A. The answer is B. That's right. We have A, A sharp, B. What about this one? A whole step above B. And the answer is C sharp, because B to C is a half step, C to C sharp is a half step. 2 half steps make a whole step. So that's what you have to be able to do, is know what a half step and a whole step is, so you can analyze the notes that you're doing, right? Before, bum. We had our C major scale. That's all the white notes from C to C. Now here's C. All right, so we go C to D. You have to know that's a whole step. D to E, whole step. E to F, half step. F to G, whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, whole step. B to C, half step. And that is the pattern of a major scale, which you need to know. All right? Now, if I do this pattern, do, re, mi, skip, sol, la, you know that's called the pentatone scale. 5 notes, and I'm skipping. Guess what? I'm skipping the half steps. Do, re, mi, I'm not doing this one. Sol, la, and if I extend it to high do, do, I'm skipping the other half step. That's our scale that we've been studying a lot in class. Let me get it out here for you. All right. So now we're going to do the do extended pentatone, right? We're going to extend up to high do. Last couple weeks we were doing only the simple pentatone. So now we're going to do do, re, mi, sol, la, do. Our song that we used was called The Colorado Trail, an old cowboy song about a cowboy who's out on the trail and he misses his wife, and it's about that. So I'll put this up so you can take a picture of the words and that you'll have it and you can follow along and study it later on and learn it. Okay? Thank you. All right. We're going to do this many ways today. All right? It's the first time. Let's just sing the song. I'll sing the song for you. All right? Just so you can hear it. Eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. She was a pretty girl, everyone knows. Weep all ye little rains, wail as winds wail, as we travel all along the Colorado Trail. Next step is to be able to sing it with solfege, right? Here we go. It starts with me. Ready, go. Mi, so, la, so, mi, re, do, re, mi. Mi, so, la, so, mi, re, do, mi, re. Mi, so, la, so, mi, re, do, re, mi. Mi, so, do, la, so, mi, re, do, do. Just so I show you that here's low do and here's high do. High do has a little line on it. So on your music, when it has a little line above the do, it's the high do that you sing. All right. Let's do some other things with it. All right. Think about the song. I feel that the beats are grouped in 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat 1 is the accent. So when I sing this, I go, eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. She was a pretty girl, everyone knows. Weep all ye little rains, wail as winds wail, as we travel all along the Colorado Trail. Feeling the beat is so important and knowing where the accent is, right? Remember how to conduct in 4? We went press, hug, welcome, lift. Press, hug, welcome, lift. Sing the song and conduct. Ready, go. Eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. She was a pretty girl, everyone knows. Weep all ye little rains, wail as winds wail, as we travel all along the Colorado Trail. Very good. Now, the rhythm is important too, right? So here is the rhythm. I'm saying the rhythm with ta-ta-dee. You can follow your music along. And so here it is, right? The rhythm goes like this. Ta-ta-dee-ta-dee-ta, ta-ta-dee-ta, ta-ta-dee-ta-dee-ta, ta-ta-dee-ta, ta-ta-dee-ta-dee-ta, ta-ta-dee-ta, Ta-dee, 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 ta. Now when you get really comfortable with the song, and you can sing it all by yourself in tune, you can add a rhythmic ostinato. Remember, a rhythmic pattern that repeats over and over again? We did this last time too. You remember the one beat, 4 equal sounds that goes takadimi. Remember that? Takadimi. I did right, left, right, left. Try that. Ready, go. Takadimi. Ready, go. Takadimi. First beat. Second beat, the same hand, I'm going to go ta-di. So I go takadimi ta-di. Ready, go. Takadimi ta-di. Third beat, this time I'm going to do a rest. 1 beat of silence. So let's try those 3 beats. Ready, go. Takadimi ta-di. And the last beat is going to be a ta. We'll clap it. So here is my 4 beats. Takadimi ta-di. Ta. Takadimi ta-di. Ta. Takadimi ta-di. Ta. Takadimi ta-di. Now don't say anything, just do it. All right. Now, now we're going to put it together. Sing the song and do that at the same time. Now, if you can't, then just do one of them. All right. How about you do the rhythmic ostinato? You're going to go takadimi ta-di, rest, ta, and I'll sing the song. Or if you can do both, do both. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. She was a pretty girl, everyone knows. Weep all ye little rains, wail as winds wail, as we travel all along the Colorado Trail. All right. Now, if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. I make mistakes too. All right. Here's another thing you can do with the song. You can have someone sing the song, and you sing another part over and over again, the same little pattern. Now it's called a melodic ostinato. It's a pattern, but now it's going to be a melodic one. How about this one? How about we start with do, 2 beats on do. Do, so, do, so. So each one is 2 beats long. Each one's 2 beats long. I'm doing low do, do, so, do, so. Now you can't really do it by yourself, right? Sing it and do it. You can go to a piano. If you play in the key of C, you could play C, G, C, G, and you can do that pattern and sing the song over it at the same time. It's quite challenging, like on the guitar. Here's my pattern. Eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. She was a pretty girl, everyone knows. Weep all ye little rains, wail as winds wail, as we travel all along the Colorado Trail. And we'll end on low do, just to end it low C. All right. Those are my ideas for today. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.